Kira is low. Kira's down, but the core is low as well. That's Urel to fall. Danny's still working, 12%. There's Greymane, there's Brightwing, and the core is saved at 10% health. Red, oh my gosh, Red is tearing through the members of Bronze 6. Somehow Ferret's gonna survive. Hello and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series. I am the Crushinator, and tonight I'm excited to bring you round number 2 of the D East playoffs. We've got number 1 seed Misfits taking on number 4 seed LTK. We hate OBJ. And we are up and running. The lobby is rolling, so let's get over to map select. Let you know the status of the series. Alterac, Cursed, Dragonshire, Sky Temple all banned away. We're starting things off on Infernal Shrines. Excited to see how we do it. Last Malkier with the 100 bits. What did the fish say when he hit the wall? Damn. Damn. Thank you, Malkier. Let's get into the draft. Oh my gosh. Linehouse dropping another 5 on the channel. Hitting Stoic, McGiblets, Crizzo, Control X, S9, and Garpy. Thank you so much, everybody. Augur going to be the first band coming out here from LTK. Infernal Shrines, the most hoggerest of maps. Though I would say Infernal Shrines is probably the most bruiserest of maps. There's a lot of great bruisers that do great work here on Infernal Shrines. So even if you don't get your Blaze, you don't get your Hogger, even if you don't get your Diva or your Leoric, Sonya does fine, Urel does great. There's all sorts of bruisers that are just premier picks here on Infernal Shrines. Kel'Thuzad taking the first ban here from Misfits. Must be a specialist over on LTK to draw that ban. Unlucky to gift Gibbs when so many other people deserve it. Thank you very much, Linehouse. Once again for the generosity here in the channel. I appreciate it greatly. Chromie going to be the band coming out here from LTK. Chromie alongside heroes like Mephisto, like Kael'thas, able to do big work in the pit while staying outside of it. So a solid band there. By the way, welcome to the folks here cheering on their teams. Halo is in the chat. The Giblets is here. Nathaniel's here. Little Barista. Bowser King, last Malkier. Some of you players in this here match. An Alarak ban. Oh my goodness. There must be an absolute Chad of epic proportions that Misfits is trying to ban away from LTK. X-Blades, welcome. Joe D. Immortal picking up Johanna, first pick here for LTK. We hate OBJ. And Misfits going to counter with the Anduin Orphea. Orphea coming in early here for last Malkier. Vicar with the Anduin. Always nice to have the saves available through Anduin. Twill, 2209. So many new folks today. I appreciate you being here, checking out this series. Li Ming Morales. Ooh, an early Morales. From License to Kill. Wow. All right. Nathaniel taking the Li Ming. Now, of course, the first thing you think, are they flipped over? Oh my gosh, they're on the wrong sides. Heavens to Betsy. We're going to fix that. We're going to fix it. We got a handy dandy button. We're going to hit the swap. We're going to come over here. We're going to hit the swap. They're on opposite sides. Might be. It's okay. Misfits is supposed to be in the blue. Not too worried about it. Zul'jin and Nubarak band out there. What I was saying about Morales, the first thing you think about Morales is you think about the cheese, you think about the pirates. Though Johanna Li Ming doesn't really fit into that strat, so it could be just, you know, just a Morales to take it. Bowser King and Bo Diddley going with the Muradin Dahaka here. Dahaka, of course, a very nice global to have on Infernal Shrines. Wyagon going for the Junkrat. Interesting setup. Morales with Li Ming Junkrat. Usually you think about those heroes as sort of on the flanks, out of the way. Skills going for Kerrigan here, so that must be our Kel'Thuzad Alarak player in skills. An interesting setup, though, from Misfits. As we've got sort of a divey, flanky sort of setup with the sit and heal of Morales. I'm interested to see how they're going to spread themselves out in this fight. Last pick here for LTK is the Cassia here from Jay. I like Cassia for the blinds versus Kerrigan. Some good counter drafting going on. This is tight. This is going to be a tight matchup. I'm excited to see how it unfolds here. Let's do it. Game number 1. On the left in the blue, we have LTK. We hate OBJ. Bowser King on the Muradin. Last Malkier playing Orphea. Jadic on the Cassia. It's Bo Diddley on the Dahaka. And Vicar on the Anduin. On the right in the red, number 1 seed, it's the Misfits. Lone Wolf on the Morales. Nathaniel on Li Ming. Skills 912 on the Kerrigan. Wyagon on the Junkrat. And it is Joe the Immortal on the Johanna. Chat knows. I'm always counting on chat to let me know when things aren't exactly the way I thought they might be. And you came through for me. I appreciate it. Checking on our level 1 talents. Looks like we've got the speed quest here for Dahaka. It's going to be Divine Fortress. We've got the Loan talent, the Mortgage talent, the Gambit talent, whatever the community's decided to call it this week here for Johanna. Betting on a 0-death game as we see Bowser King pulled out of trouble there by Vicar. Early aggression from Misfits, nearly netting the first kill. Rotations will commence here. Bowser King trying to control that mid, will do so effectively as we got a little bit of a split here from Misfits. Looks like Lone Wolf going to be babysitting skills for the most part. There's a little pull from Kerrigan in lane. Not too much of a problem there. At the 1 minute mark here, we're going to see LTK go straight for the neutral camp on the bottom side. Nathaniel going to come on down, scout that out. It looks like no contest here from Misfits. They're just going to go over to their right side camp. Checking on our offlaners, it looks like we've got a Johanna offlane for the meantime. Jody Immortal doing some double soaking here to try to match Dahaka. That becomes a little bit easier with later talents for Johanna. We'll have to see what the build ends up being here for Jody Immortal. It could end up just being a simple tank build, and they're just leveraging the power of Kerrigan down the stretch. A lot of extra damage here with that sort of triple assassin setup here for Misfits. Right now LTK doing a little bit more of a standard setup, rotating 4, leaving 1 at the top. Wyagon gonna hold the mid for the meantime, try to clear up this camp. And not a ton of aggression in the early game so far, a little bit of scrapping in the lanes, but no invades, no flanks just yet, as we're approaching the call for our first objective. Looks like we're looking at an Arcane Punisher coming on through the top lane to start things off. So right now Misfits jumping straight on the mid wall here, gonna take it all the way down. Before LTK can respond, they're gonna have to take the safe rotation here. Johanna just trying to deal with Dahaka in the top lane for now. Both teams gonna get their shaman camps up and rolling before this first objective is underway. Shrine is now available. We'll see who's gonna jump on there first. Looks like Dahaka taking the off lane for the meantime. Of course, Dahaka does have a global is what I'm trying to say, to come and join the fight if necessary, but an early lead right now for Misfits on this objective. Kerrigan, of course, can reset that Ravage, take down these minions very, very quickly. But with Junkrat and Li Ming certainly helping the cause. Right now, LTK clearing the objective. They're about 24 minions down right now before they're able to jump up in here. Diddley put into the back here as Iron Skin is used by Johanna. Nice snipe by Cassia on the minion pile as, oh, we got a combo from Skills. Bowser King gonna be okay, though, after that engage. Dahaka has come on up here, so we're a full 5v5 on this objective as LTK is making up some of this ground here on the minions, but here comes Misfits. Full stun onto 2. That's going to be Vikar saving Dahaka in the midst of that combo. 32-34. Looks like Misfits is getting the last few hits that they need right now. Bowser King going to, be pulled back in. Skills double combo. Murden still going to get out somehow here. Bo Diddley might not be so lucky, barely avoiding the orb of Li Ming. Nathaniel had to back off as well. Overall, though, no kills. Misfits is going to go ahead and grab this first Arcane Punisher in the top lane. Johanna and Dahaka going to go ahead and break off. Murden baiting over this Punisher. Ooh, Kerrigan trying to get the wall combo there, but Bowser King was far enough away. Punisher pretty low here. First Punisher not too powerful. There's the jump coming out onto Bowser King. Junkrat ready to follow it up here. Diagon taking quite a hit, though. There's the chase coming on through from LTK. No kills to be had, though, so far. Still bloodless here in game number 1. Johanna doing some good double soaking now that the Eternal Retaliation is online here at level 4. Certainly helps with the wave clear speed for an offlane Johanna. Right now, both teams just getting their mid-camps rolling. Misfits grabbing theirs pretty quick. Looks like they're going to head straight for the bottom camp here. Their camp clear speed very, very high with Kerrigan Junkrat. Going to wipe that up, no problem. Right now, LTK is ahead on experience. If we take a look here, their minion soak has been a little bit better in the early game. And mercenary caps have been about the same for both teams so far. Dahaka and Johanna clear speed, getting a little bit closer to even now that Johanna has that Eternal Retaliation. Bottom wall cleared up here by Misfits as LTK grabs their 10s. Looks like we've got the Eternal Feast, Light Bomb, Isolation, Valkyrie, and Avatar. As Bowser King looking for an engage there, will be sent away. Bo Diddley trying to move up here for an engage as well. Nice retreat there from Misfits. Ooh, Cassia pulls one out of the gate. Could this be first blood? Oh, there's the Starbolt. Skills tried to turn it around onto Bo Diddley. But still good defense, good counters. No kills. This could be a kill up here, though. Jody Immortal is going to mount up. Can we get a dismount from Malkyr? There it is. First auto attack. There's the Iron Skin. Johanna's going to walk away. Nearly got the top fort. All the while, Misfits shelling away at the mid fort. Heroics are online for Misfits as well. We've got Wave of Force, Rocket Ride, Stim Pack, Blessed Shield, and Summon Ultralisk. Last Malkyr, ooh, taking a little bit of an aggressive rotation there, but not going to get punished this time. Johanna trying to step up and take this structure. Just finishing off these minions with those single auto attacks. Bio, bio. That will do it. Jody Immortal going to try to get out of this one once again. Gets the Blessed Shield. Does he have an Iron Skin? It doesn't seem like it. Going to be dragged back here by Bo Diddley. Jody Immortal going to get some heals. There's the pull from Cassia. Jody Immortal still staying alive somehow. Light Bomb comes out. And finally, Johanna will go down. But look at the counter engage from Skills. That's going to be Orphea falling first. Double Ravage, triple Ravage from Skills. Trying to get into that back line. Vikar pulling Bo Diddley into the back. There is the Stim Pack coming out. The chase is on here for Misfits. Looking for Dahaka, but Bo Diddley is too fast. Vikar going to get away as well. Unbelievable split from LTK to get away. Wow. That was looking like at least a triple kill there for Misfits. but they end up getting one, and that's all. Misfits going to go ahead and start up this objective here. Getting a lead once again on this Frozen Punisher to come on through. LTK looking to break into the objective. Dahaka remaining on the bottom side for now. 26, 27 minions so far. Bowser King gets a stun onto the back line. Here comes Dahaka into the back, looking for a pull on Morales, going way deep here. Bo Diddley's going to have to pop the essence to try to move away. Slowed by Jody Immortal. There's the pull. Morales gets sent in. Eternal Feast comes on out, gets a few ticks. Before expiring, Morales caught up on the terrain there as Cassia tried to get the pull. There's the Avatar from Murd, and Bowser King popped over by Junkrat. Objective is going to go over to Misfits as Orphea goes down. Nathaniel trying to get some resets here, but Bowser King too much health. We'll move on back. Misfits with another objective here. Going to take down another structure. They're going to be looking for a pick here over this wall if they can find it. Lone Wolf has been an absolute maniac on these heals, saving people that almost certainly would be going down if any other healer was on the team. Wall goes down, keep is shut off for now, as the Punisher looks to move on forward. There's the jump onto the low side, roots go out onto LTK. Keep very, very low here. Punisher still wailing away, and that is going to be a keep to go down. Bo Diddley looking for a drag, but is bumped back by Lone Wolf. Pulled in by Skills. Nice disengage from Misfits, because Junkrat was threatening a reposition there with the concussion mine. All the while, we've got a camp pushing the bottom lane here for LTK. Bowser King going to scout this out, but the camp is going to be stolen here by Misfits. Only 11 minutes into the game, and we've got 3 structures down, including a keep. On the side of LTK, we hate OBJ. Both teams going to grab their mid-camps here, post-objective. Dahaka trying to keep the top lane pushed out for now. Ready for a possible entry into a fight. Very even on experience here as we approach level 16. Neither team really has an advantage so far. Only 3 kills in this game. It's really been both sides with incredible precision on the defensives, as the aggression has absolutely been there so far in this match. Dahaka gonna have to rotate and deal with the mid pressure. Johanna going up to clear the top lane as the rest of the Misfits coming on down to the bottom side. Nathaniel just throwing some abilities onto the fort, as Li Mings are often known to do. Rotation flank here from Misfits, going to be scouted by Junkrat, or by LTK I should say, scouted by Junkrat. Looking at Jody Immortal in the mid once again here. Bowser King gonna mount up, looking for a stun. There it is. There's the pull as well. Johanna has the Iron Skin just in time. Jody Immortal gets away. All the while, top lane, Shaman Camp pushing on in. Dahaka's gonna have to deal with that. Jody Immortal looking to flank. This could be the engage. There's a pull onto Bowser King, bumped back by Morales. They don't interrupt the Dwarf Toss. Combo attempt onto Vicar doesn't land. Nice chastise for Manduin. Pressure onto the bottom structure here as the top shrine getting ready to activate. We've got a Mortar Punisher coming up next. Bo Diddley caught on the flank here, looking for Lone Wolf once again. There is the Self-Ancestral as Junkrat and Morales picked off. LTK with a very nice flank there, get their abilities in line, and grab themselves a double kill. Misfits looking for Dahaka in the mid. Not going to get that kill. Only 3 members up here. 4 Misfits, but they're still going to start up the objective. They're only going to be able to get maybe 1 wave before having to back away. Good timing there. They've spaced out as we see LTK arrive. Junkrat and Morales are back. Bowser King doing a good job of controlling the space. Junkrat's actually going to clear the bottom lane right now, so it looks like it's going to be a simple concede here. Jody Immortal actually going in. They're looking at a 4v5 right now. This Junkrat is still dealing with off-lane pressure. Stun onto the top side. Skill's going to get hit with a couple steps of the feast. Light Bomb jump in is good, and if Nathaniel gets away from the Valkyrie, Kerrigan avoiding a lot of that damage with the self-cocoon there. Ultralisk comes out, Bo Diddley in some trouble. There's Kerrigan going in, double leap, but there's some good stasis from Bo Diddley, and the turnaround is fantastic from LTK. It's another double kill as they lock up their first objective of the game, Mortar Punisher, for the top lane. Four's actually taking some pressure in the mid right now. 2 catapults have stacked up, but Dahaka is now back to deal with that. Junkrat's getting a double camp pushing mid, so Dahaka going to be very busy in the mid here for a bit. Junkrat now back to the base, getting ready for a defense as top keep does go down. There's the jump out onto Nathaniel. Follow-up not in range, though, as Bowser King had to do a max jump to grab that Stormbolt stun. Nice split there from Junkrat, basically hitting everybody. Those orbs from Orb Build Lead Ming coming in from a great range. Punisher going to be taken down on the top side as the wall is down. A little bit of damage onto the keep. All of a sudden, LTK looking like they're not necessarily out of this just yet. They're a full level ahead in experience off of those kills. And despite only having 2 structures left, they've opened themselves up a win condition in the top lane. Bowser King hunting here on the low side. A Shaman camp is picked up by Misfits. LTK should be grabbing level 20s off of this wave and this fort. There we go. 20s are achieved. Looks like we've got a camp invade coming on out here from Misfits. Gonna get a double Shaman camp pushing the top lane. Misfits are down level 20s right now, so a team fight wouldn't be ideal for them. They're just going to back away and let the double Shaman camp try and do its thing. But it'll be quickly cleared out here by LTK. Misfits about halfway to level 20 right now. Just a few more waves should do it. And with bottom lane pushed in, that should be enough here in a wave or two. But here's an engage coming across the mid side. Kerrigan trying to re-engage onto Bowser King, jumps into the back. There is the Light Bomb, gets the quick stun onto Kerrigan. Skills goes into the Chrysalis, but gets popped out before any real healing can go through. Kerrigan goes down as Junkrat tries to chase forward. Jadic taking a huge hit from the Rocket Ride, nearly going down. Lone Wolf gets hit with the Q from Cassia. Another double kill from LTK. Are they turning this map around? Things all of a sudden looking very nice for the blue team. Their lane situation still isn't the greatest. Mid and top are pushed in right now. Off of only 2 kills, they can't run it down top. Looks like they're just going to try to get their lanes in order in preparation for the next objective. We're looking at an Arcane Punisher mid, which should be called here in just a moment. 10 seconds on Kerrigan, 20 seconds on Morales. LTK is coming through the bottom side. Here comes the Junkrat Riptire, splitting the members for now. Bowser King still feeling okay on that front line. Ooh, Valkyrie not quite catching Nathaniel there. Shrine getting ready to activate. Morales is now up and on the battlefield. LTK trying to get away here from the Orb Ming. Bo Diddley feigns it engage, but doubles back. The shrine is now active. LTK, this is the most defended lane on the side of Misfits, so an objective capture isn't necessarily doing a whole lot for LTK, but if Misfits grabs it, that was moving in, it will be moving towards an open core. Diddley tries to get the drag, not gonna land. Bowser King leap into the back, that's a stun onto 3! There's the Eternal Feast as well. Morales in big trouble, will go down. What an engage there from LTK. We hate OBJ. Very nice timing on those heroics. After that kill, objective going to be started up. LTK has been absolutely in control of this late game. Dahaka's got top lane pushing with 2 catapults. Misfits down a healer right now. They can't really afford to go in. They're just going to have to set up for the defense right now. Objective about to be finished up here. Easy peasy, no problem. Arcane Punisher going to be heading down the mid lane. Bowser King, ooh, they're coming across the top side here, looking for a flank. Oh, Diddley sees them. Bowser King staying in the back. Lygon steps up. Oh, there's the jump. They're looking for Junkrat, and Junkrat never had a chance. Still, oh my gosh. That was a ton of damage that just went out of the back line, and now all of a sudden it's Misfits turning things around. Last Malkier saved there by Vicar. Jody Immortal on a bit of an island right now. Johanna goes down, still 2 for 1 here. Gosh, I didn't see what did... that must have been a Ming or a bit of the back that just took away 90% of the backline's health for LTK. Still somehow getting the 2 for 1 there after looking like they were about to lose their entire team. Fort goes down. LTK still looking for their first keep, but they've absolutely been crushing the late game. Misfits just needs one good team fight to run down mid and take the win, but they haven't found the engage that they've hoped for since level 20 hit. Two members down. Ooh, 3 congregating here. This could be trouble here for Misfits. Bo Diddley shows. This is very dangerous. Misfits gonna back off. Camp stolen here by LTK. They've got their lanes pushing in very effectively right now. Catapults spawning in all 3 lanes. Just going across the map and painting it blue to the best of their ability. Oh, it was a Junkrat trait. Ah, gotcha. I was wondering why all of a sudden LTK just had no health. Johanna with the Unstoppable gets away from the mid gank. Next objective going to be top lane, should be announced in just a moment. Frozen Punisher is next. The team's just moving around the map trying to get their lanes as equal as they can. Left side camps for all here. Misfits going ahead and taking the mid. Bo Diddley coming across, wants to find a Dragon Gauge, gets it onto Nathaniel. There's a huge pull back. Li Ming is caught. Bowser King jumps in with the light bomb. Now all of a sudden it's mayhem as Skills goes and stuns 3. Jadic trying to kite back as the Chrysalis is popped. Here comes the rocket ride from Junkrat, gets the kill onto Orphea. Bo Diddley wants to keep engaging here. There's a stun onto the top side. Jody Immortal gets hit. Skills engaging onto Jadic once again. Cassia is down. 2 for 1 here from Misfits. Vicar now being chased out by Skills. Does Kerrigan have enough Ravages to chase on through? Looks like no, but they're still looking for Bo Diddley. There it is, double Ravage, and it's a 3 for 1 here for Misfits. They've got the mid lane pressure, and they're going to go for the core.
Blue team's core
What a save here from Misfits. It looked like LTK had all of the momentum. They were absolutely controlling every late-game team fight, but all of a sudden, just like that, Skills turns around the flank engage, kills onto 3, and now they're going to take the core and take game number 1. Very well played by both squads, but it's Misfits that takes game number 1. GG. What an opening game here in this best-of-3 match. Misfits takes it over LTK to start things off. I have a feeling the next game is going to be just as close. Let's go to the post-game. Take a look at the stats here. Last Malkier on the Orphea, a little over 52,000 hero damage coming out. For LTK, we hate OBJ. Wyagon on the Junkrat, nearly 80,000 hero damage. Over on the side of Misfits, not that far behind was Nathaniel at 78,000. Wow, just a ton of damage there from Misfits. We'll take a look at the talents as we update the scoreboard, and we'll get ready for a game number 2. All right. We are going to Garden of Terror here for game number 2. This one once again chosen by LTK. Garden of Terror. Map that lends itself to a lot of wave clear, a lot of camp clear. Possibly some more interesting offlaners. We shall see. Looks like the team's not quite ready yet, so we're going to come on back to me for a moment. Asian Zing from Buffalo Wild Wings. All right, lemon pepper. My wife likes a lemon pepper wing. She's a big fan of the lemon pepper. Garlic parm is the truth. It's the real deal. Augur going to be the first band coming out here from Misfits as Halo 9547. We're going way over the goal. I appreciate you all being here. I hope you're enjoying the content. I'm enjoying presenting it for you. You like the medium wings? It's hard to go wrong with a medium wing. It's right there in the middle. It gives you a little taste, but also doesn't make you cry too much. As we see another Kel'Thuzad band coming out here from LTK. Imagine that Alarak band going to come through as well. Looking like some very researched bands off the top in this playoff match. The sticky spicy Korean barbecue ones. I've had those a couple times. It's definitely a very different style of wing, but it's quite good. Quite good. LTK, considering their Alarak ban, is going to go ahead and ban Alarak. Jody Immortal, happy to lock that Johanna once again as the offlaner / tank. Fikar says, alright, I'll do it and do it again here. We'll see if maybe we're just running back these drafts. Who will be the first deviants who will move away from the pick order? Bo Diddley. Not going to be the one to do it. Grabs up that Dahaka. Greek Fire, all about the Buffalo. Little Barista, thank you very much for the follow. Man, we're smashing the goal tonight. Wyagon is going to be the one to break the trend, bring in the Brightwing here for Misfits. Need one more pick before the mid-bans now. Oh, it's the best mage in the game. Lone Wolf picks up the Gul'dan. Gotta love Gul'dan. I love Chromie a lot. Chromie is the hero that carried most of my NGS competitive games. It's the hero that people ban when they play against me. But I love some Gul'dan, man. I wish I could force people to let me play him more. Mephisto gonna be the band coming on out here from LTK, fearing the double mage shenanigans of Misfits. Misfits are looking across at the Ando and Dahaka. We'll see if they're going to try to bust up the draft from last game. No, they're going to stick to their guns. It's a Nubarak band away. LTK next 2 picks. Bowser King going to bring back that Muradin. Last Malkier going to be the first one to blink over on the blue side and pick up a Falstad. No Orphea this time. Misfits, they need a flex, they need an off lane, or maybe they need 2 flexes, maybe they just need 3 mages. We'll see what they want to pick up here to bring the noise on Garden of Terror. Hexblade's going for the Darkwing Duck himself. It's Deathwing, and Skill's going to reprise the role here on Kerrigan. Jadic on the last pick for LTK. What are they going to do about this Deathwing? Are we going to go with the Leoric Double Bruiser? Are we going to go for the Greymane Cursed Bullet? Are we going to go for the Sylvanas? Are we going to go for the Thrall? There's so many good choices to take versus this behemoth. I love a Sylvanas to bust down that armor. Consistent, safe damage. Solid choice here from LTK. All right. Misfits is bringing the spice that we need in our lives. The spiciest of wings for Misfits. LTK putting together another very solid draft. Game number 2 is up in the air. Here we go. Game number 2 on the left in the blue. We have LTK. We hate OBJ. Jadic on the Sylvanas. Last Malkier playing Falstad. Bowser King on the Muradin. Bo Diddley on the Dahaka. And we've got Vicar on the Anduin. On the right in the red, it is Misfits. Hexblades on the Deathwing. Skills playing Kerrigan. Jody Immortal on the Johanna. Lone Wolf on Gul'dan, the best boy ever. Wyagon is playing the Brightwing. Game number 2 is underway. Taking a look at those level 1 talents. Dahaka going with the speed. Falstad going with the Hammerang. And Gul'dan going with the W build Drain Life here for Lone Wolf. See how the initial clear goes on. I'm interested to see how Misfits is going to split the map with this comp. I imagine you're going to park Deathwing top and just leave Deathwing there. Maybe it's Kerrigan Brightwing on the camps. We've got Johanna and Gul'dan each holding down a lane. We shall see. Right now, Sylvanas and Dahaka going to be our pseudo offlaners for LTK. Right now, 3 hanging out in the mid as our camps are about to spawn. You're at the 1 minute mark. Gul'dan, of course, not worried about stacking up Qs or Es, just looking for some globes in these lanes. Ooh, last Malkier taking a little bit of a hit there, going down to half. There's no one on the camp so far for either team. They're just brawling out with their balls out, you know. Alright, that was a little bit more vulgar than I intended it to be. But you know what? Sometimes you just gotta create a clippable moment as a stream. I was gonna go brawling out while you're balling out, but then I just went full send, you know what I mean? Looks like a little bit of split action from our teams. LTK splitting between the 2 siege camps, moving as a block here. Is Misfits going around the map. Kerrigan actually taking the bottom camp solo. A great camp split from both teams here in the early game. Bottom bruiser camp going to be started up here by Jadic, Vicar. Thinking about coming on through. The camps are meeting in all lanes here. Last Malkier taking a little bit of echoed corruption. Taking a little bit of a hit there as our seed is getting ready to spawn. Last Malkier's going to have to back. Looking at a bottom side seed spawn. Is LTK looking to finish up this bruiser camp if they can. Luckily, Sylvanas going to be in range of the objective regardless. Mid wall going to go down. Misfits picking up that structure kill as Bowser King has the jump to get away. Polymorph just a moment too late there. Skills waiting on the rest of the team to come on through. It's Jody Immortal helping to clear out these seed minions. This was an LTK map pick, Barista. Deathwing coming on down. Bowser King going to be pulled into the stun here from Kerrigan. Still has the Dwarf Toss to get away, though. No first blood just yet, as we see Dahaka going right into the mix. Finds a drag here onto Skills, but that is a nice cleanse from Brightwing. Skills trying to get a channel mid-fight here. Brightwing getting a little healing out from that phase shift as the Deathwing is roasting through. Bo Diddley gonna be taken down with so many low health bars on the side of Misfits. Kerrigan gonna be the first to fall, and it looks like the health battle has been won here by LTK. They're gonna go ahead and pick up this first seed point. Very, very even on the experience so far. 1 kill apiece. Taking a look here. Same on Mercenaries, basically the same on the Minions. But as even as it gets between these two teams. So right now Misfits working on chewing down the bottom wall next. Gul'dan, very strong siege as well as wave clear. Showing it here. Next seed phase getting ready to spawn in the top lane next. Deathwing regaining some health up in the air, ready to join the next fight. Jody Immortal going for that Punish quest on 4 this time, rather than the Eternal Retaliation. Stun there from Bowser King. Nice root follow-up as Lone Wolf getting chunked down. Hexblade's gonna have to jump into the mix here. Gul'dan avoids the drag from Bo Diddley. There's the stun on a Jadik. Nice combo from Hexblades. That's going to be Anduin to fall as well. Wow, Deathwing with the double kill. Bottom Fort taking some damage here as we got a 1v1. Skills versus Last Malkier. Kerrigan going to be significantly stronger in that matchup, so Falstad going to have to back away here. Falstad can't even really poke into that matchup because of the Ravage range of Kerrigan. Boundless Fury. Yeah. I'm not sure if there is a talent that actually gives you Ravage range beyond the baseline. I don't know enough about Kerrigan. Let me know, chat. Can Kerrigan actually get a longer Ravage, or is it just the longest ability in the game regardless? Camps are coming up again. Teams are getting their siege camps out for the second time here. Our next seed phase getting ready to spawn. We are 1-1 on these, so neither team has to full commit just yet. Misfits does have their 10s, though, which should give them a positional advantage. 10s are actually here for LTK as well. On the red side, we're looking at Bellowing Roar, Horrify, I should say, Maelstrom, Blink Heal, and the Blessed Shield. For LTK, we've got Avatar, Mind Control, Light Bomb, Mighty Gust, and Isolation. Skills trying to clear things out, Bo Diddley threatening in lane. Right now, Bowser King kind of trapped versus Deathwing, trying to catch this experience wave. Heavy rotation top. They're looking at Bo Diddley here. Horrify is going to connect. Do they have the CC train? Polymorph timing is fantastic from Wyagon. And that is going to be it for Dahaka. Lone Wolf finishing up that Drain Life quest on level 1. Dahaka's still working on those stacks. Falstad up to 41 on the Hammerang quest. Deathwing going to drop down into the lane here. Last Malkior still has a gate to go back to, so feels safe here versus the heavy push of Misfits. Top lane wall getting roasted by Misfits as the next seed is getting ready to spawn in. This could be an objective capture here for Misfits as they're looking to wrap up another fort right now. No Ravage range abilities. Okay. It is a very long engage in the first place. Oh, this could be a quick steal here. Skills is going to be stunned out. Vicar grabs one here for LTK, but still the engage goes on. Skills popping that Maelstrom to get the extra shielding. Falstad goes down. Avatar here from Bowser King, but the slow from the Drain Life of Lone Wolf gets the extra kill. Misfits gets 2. And now they're going to keep on pushing this top lane. Keep Wall going to take some damage. Dahaka getting some counter push here for LTK in the bottom lane. Gul'dan actually splitting off and taking out mid. This is a greedy position here. Falstad going over the top here, looking to punish. There's the gust onto Lone Wolf, but look at the rotation here from Misfits. They're just going to turn this into a flank engage. Bowser King, interrupted mid-jump, is not going to be able to get the light bomb into the back line. Good attempt there from last Malkier. Unfortunately, the rest of Misfits were right on their doorstep.
There it is. Gather the seed before your enemy does.
5th seed is spawning here. Misfits being a little bit nonchalant about their positioning right now. Oh, they've got Deathwing in the air. Look at them go. Deathwing not going to be able to interrupt double channels forever, but will buy enough time here for Jody Immortal. Oh no, the shield clear! Whoa. The first one didn't connect, but now the full engage is in. Last Malkier chased into the back by Skills. Somehow gonna survive here. Jadic gets away as well, but Deathwing's over the top. Bellowing Roar lands onto 2. Vicar in huge trouble. Anduin goes down. Somehow Jadic and Last Malkier are gonna survive. Only 1 kill there for Misfits. But great job on delaying, and now they're gonna get their first Garden Terrors of the game. Spawns are pretty far forward in lane here for Misfits. Kerrigan going back to get some mana before continuing this push. Mid fort goes down. Top lane being cleared out first here by LTK as mid keep wall goes down. They've got to make sure they don't give up any picks here. Vicar is going to be pulled in by the Horrify. Anduin is going to be deleted by Misfits. Mid keep in trouble. Mind Control goes out onto Johanna, but it's not going to be enough here. Mid keep goes down. Will Misfits just keep up the pressure? They're almost 16. There's an engage onto the low side. Jadic gets away, but there is the last flash from Johanna. Double kill. And now they're just going to push for the core. Last Malkier moving around the outside, getting keyed onto by Gul'dan. There's a wave collapse here. The Garden Terror is gone, though. Misfits, they're starting to run out of steam unless they can find some more kills. Bo Diddley being chased out next. Nice combo, but an even nicer save from Vicar. Core shielding is gone, and Misfits are going to keep on pressuring forward, 70% and falling. Sylvanas is on the way back as Bowser King gets a big stun onto 3. Skills is working on Vicar here as the core is past 20%. This looks like Misfits are going to take a quick win and a series victory here on Garden of Terror. GG. Wow, wow, wow. Misfits unexpectedly grabbing the kills in the mid, somehow turn that into a core push in what is traditionally a much longer map. But wow, very nicely played, very nicely executed there by Misfits. LTK put up one heck of a fight there. Today just was not their day, but still very well played to them. Let's go to the postgame. Check out the statistics here. Only an 11-minute game here on Garden of Terror. Last Malkier on the Falstad, 21,500 hero damage coming out for LTK. Over on the side of Misfits, Gul'dan leading the way in the siege and in the hero damage, 33,000 coming on out there. Update the scoreboard and we'll see if we can get an interview with our winners. Hello, Nathaniel. Congratulations on the 2-0.
Yeah, go team. LTK, we really planned to try to, because this is the first time we've won a match against them, to be honest. They're so strong with their alt combos. We had to really plan against that.
I guess we'll start on that. It seemed like the planning that went into the draft for both sides was pretty well thought out there. Do you feel like the drafts went the way that you had way that you had thought they were going to go, or did you have to make some adjustments there in games 1 and 2?
No,
In
they
game 2, we decided to have Hex swing in because I just felt like he had, and the team agreed with this. It wasn't just like my decision or something. We felt that he had a lot more options for what heroes he could take to counter whatever they decided to throw down.
We've pretty much learned that anything that we run that's successful never works twice in a row. So
Yeah.
we thought bringing Hex was definitely a fresh pair of legs.
Well,
keep
Deathwing's
the
definitely
momentum
a combo
going.
breaker. Yeah.
Yeah, you did great on Hex. It was just great on Deathwing. They had no answer to that. It was stuns, it was fire, it was all over the place. So good job.
I'm used to playing against combo teams, and that I do think that's something that the Misfits struggle with because we don't rely on combos. So sometimes you get two teams that are doing wombo combos; they just kind of trade off of each other. But Deathwing, you can't combo them, so it's like, all right.
It was definitely the Deathwing was a very cool pick there in game number 2. One hero I do want to ask about here, Jody Immortal. If we had gone to a game number 3, would we have seen the full DPS Johanna?
You know, honestly, I don't even like. I'm not. Yes, but I don't know. Like, I don't purposely build her for DPS. It's just that she happens to be DPS sometimes.
Well, you could have went DPS, and I could have went Kerrigan, tank Kerrigan, because I have a build for that. So.
Oh, I'm just saying, like, I don't exactly know what her DPS build is. So the builds I go with her, it's more to counter what I'm facing.
It's pretty much the tank build. You just go roar at 13.
Roar at 13. Yeah, I was actually gonna do.
It's really the shield glare. It's the shield glare build that's doing all the damage.
Do it that second match, yeah. But I mean, I've had top DPS in games with like blessed momentum, so that's why I was like, I don't know. Yeah, I would have gone for there.
Also, thank you for casting. I did get to watch even though I sat out, I did get to watch the first game.
Oh, my pleasure.
I know Nate got to watch the second game there while I was in his place, so it was cool.
So I think I did go roar there.
Did we ever? Let me take a look. It was a quick one. Yeah, roar 13. Yeah, you were working on it there. You were working on it there.
Yeah, it damaged me if that tells you anything.
I just didn't notice. I wasn't looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah, you outdamaged me by like 5K.
Nice.
Man. Just looking at that game number 1 there, super back and forth. It looked like LTK was going to crawl all the way back in that late game. What are the comms like in that situation where, you know, the early game goes your way, you've got buildings down early, and all of a sudden things are right on the brink post level 20? What are you looking for in that situation to try to make sure they don't complete that comeback?
Well, I noticed what they were doing, and it sucked to say it. Thankfully, the team was in on it. They listened. But I was like, because of how they were comboing, I'm like, we just got to spread out. Somebody's going to get caught in this. As long as they only get like one person, then I could shield bash them, and we can collapse on their combo after they blow all their ults. And that seemed to work pretty well, at least for the final fight. It took a couple of attempts.
If I could have chose who like got picked out, I would have happily had it be me as Junkrat. Because I get stunned, I pop my death, and of course if I die, I pop my death effect. So it's gonna melt anybody.
But we couldn't really pick who was gonna get caught out.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They're pretty good about it.
Because like their whole comp is dive potential, and that was the worrisome thing. Because once they hit 10 and they had the light bomb Muradin, there's really nothing we can do to stop that.
Right,
like
yeah.
he's
that coordination was fantastic.
Like,
I mean,
we could
I
not,
wasn't there, but
like considering he has the range, like we cannot tell when he's gonna jump and when he's not gonna jump. So there's no way to like possibly. So like Joe said, like one of us is gonna die from it.
Oh, and the other thing that we were like in comms, I mean, once level 20 hit and we got hit by the first AoE isolation, we're just basically like, okay, guys, we cannot fight in corridors.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was just, I thought it was, especially that last fight there, you did a great job of following, you know, Li Ming gets caught, dragged in, but you follow up and turn it into a counter engage there. I think for a lot of teams, it's easy to just go, oh no, Li Ming's caught. I guess we'll play defense for another minute or so. But great turnaround there to be able to just catch them out and go for the core there. I thought that was a really nice end to that game.
There was a massive play by Skills on that.
Well, and Wagon
at the end
too.
there.
Like everybody did
Wagon
exactly
popped
what they
off,
needed
yep.
to do there.
Yep.
Yeah,
But-
I thought Skills did great, and I could not believe they didn't ban Kerrigan after watching the first game. And they were Skills was actually talking about taking Kerrigan second game anyway. So
It's actually really funny because we talked about this literally like 2 days ago. We were like practicing on trying to deal with comps that are all about old comboing, which is LTK, and or like we just saw, and also just divey comps to protect backline. And I think, and I also stated this, from what we've versed so far these 2 seasons, whenever we fight anybody, I've noticed that they never really swap up what they do. They always tend to still kind of do the same thing within the game. And that's kind of what happened at that last fight, because the Dahaka and the Merlin, they just kind of jumped on me, and they left Skills, Wagon, and Joe alone to completely wipe their entire backline. Like, they were all just dive, and never trying to flip back to, like, change their strat. And I think that's what really decided it in the end there.
Adjustments always make the difference there, and I thought the adjustments you made, especially in game number 1, coming into game number 2, wow, 11 minutes on Garden of Terror, not something that you see every day. Did you feel like that last push was actually going core, or were you a little bit surprised at how far you got?
No. we knew that was core.
I honestly,
Well,
I was
they
just kind
knew.
of going
I
with the
just
flow.
go-
I didn't even realize how far we were pushing until we were at the core.
Yeah, I'm gonna be real. I was just I do what I'm told. Like I just play my role. I make sure I'm not stupid and don't do dumb
This is
crap.
how I feel on
and
Hilo.
then when they tell me to keep pushing, then I just go. That's pretty
When
much what it is.
I mean, when I'm
honestly.
tank, I'm so focused on healing and setting up engagements that I didn't even notice how far we were in the map.
Oh, peel. I thought you said healing. I
No,
was like, how are you gonna
heal-
tank
I,
and
I thought you
heal?
said healing. I'm like, that's my
Dude,
job.
I'm like, you bot. That's not how it works.
heal.
That's a Johanna heal spec. That's game 4.
Oh, he's focusing on healing.
Game
He's
4.
actually
If we ever go
schizophrenic.
to Joanna heal spec, I will just DC simply.
I think we
This
we
is
were
why
really... Go ahead, Wagon, sorry.
I was just gonna say this is where I showcase my insane bagel.
I was gonna throw out
Yeah,
there. I
right.
think I saw a lot of improvement that second game. Like not just because we finished it pretty quickly and just how it ran, and we were like really communicative, like we were where we had to be, but like there were situations where I thought like, oh crap, we're gonna wipe. But like there was like really good saves from Joe and Wagon together, and then just counterattacking, like countering the dive, like the Hex coming in, being unstoppable, and just kind of getting a good route on like everybody and stopping their entire engage. Like that could not be played out better. So congrats to these guys.
I thought y'all did a fantastic job. Congratulations on the 2-0. Looking forward in the bracket here. Looks like Rise and Grind taking on Business of Ferrets on the other side. Are these teams that you've had any history with before this season, or fast friends, mostly distant? How are things looking on that side of the bracket in terms of the
bad
relation
with
to you
names.
guys?
Yeah,
I
that's
could
all
not
Nate.
tell you.
That's all
Yeah.
Nate's department.
Nate's like, yeah, he's
For me, it was LTK. We haven't beat them once. This is
Okay.
like the first time. So big respect to them. They're also very synchronized, and we had to really dig deep to figure out how to beat that. So
Well, there's the practice. we talked about what we had to counter some type of
That's
comps
right.
that do chain comboing, and we did it.
Yep.
So
right. Well,
here's the progress done.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's exciting that you got that big win that you were looking for. Congratulations. You're moving on to the D East Finals coming up next week. And if you take that one, it's the Cross Coast Finals for you.
are you going to be streaming us?
I'm going to be putting in the application, depending on which day you end up choosing. The headcaster will end up doing the assignments there based on who's putting in their availability. But there will be casters. It might not end up being me, but it'll end up being somebody for sure.
Nice.
Thanks
Alrighty.
for all you
Well,
do, man. Appreciate you casting and bringing more visibility to Heroes. It's a cool game.
my pleasure entirely. I had a great time tonight. Any shout outs you'd like to make before we close out?
I already.
Great team play, guys. Great communication out of the game. Like we really come together, and I know we don't all get to play at the same time, but everybody's so valuable. So
Shout
Yes.
out to the team for not yelling at me when I died.
No,
I
you
get-
died. You changed up the whole like you did. You're the one who's like turning the game for us.
Well, I was
like,
always the first one dead in a couple.
I wouldn't
like,
say that,
in
but
a couple fights. I would just get caught out and like, well, there goes that. It's like, oh, my team shall grill me. Hex especially. He's the
I'll
criticism.
go back and read the chat. I was just poo-pooing on the team the first game.
Oh no.
I already said shout out to these guys. The fact that we were able to beat this team, like Nate said, like we haven't been able to beat them yet. So able to go 2-0, there's huge improvement, and we've proved it right there. So it's a lot of training and practice that we've done. So we're going far with this.
You know,
Keeping
Yeah.
morale is really, I think, kind of different. At least for me, like when we were getting pushed back in the later game of game 1, it's like what we're doing wasn't working anymore. All of a sudden, they like figured it out. So keeping like a strong headspace, I think, is really important.
I agreed.
Shout out to Joe and Nate too, because they're usually the ones who are looking into everything, who are versing what they should
Our
be banning.
researchers.
Yeah, researchers, what we should be banning, like what they're good with. Like, I'm usually the one kind of making the calls, kind of being somewhat the team lead, if that's respectable to say. But shut up.
He's all right, Ricky.
But I gotta definitely give it to Joe there, because he played a really strong Johanna. He did really well with peeling, really well on gauges. He kind of brought the team together the first game when we were kind of, I wouldn't say falling apart, but I was getting a little bit nervous because they were jumping me. We were getting a little bit uncoordinated, but Joe kind of kept a strong head on his shoulders, kind of brought the team together, got good shield bashes off, and getting good window open, and that kind of turned the game for us. So
Well, thank you.
no problem.
Well, great job, folks. Congrats once again on the win, and good luck going into the D East finals.
Thanks a lot,
Good
man.
Thank you.
Have a good night.
Thanks, Crush.
Good night.
Yep. Good night.
Oh.